A meeting between US President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will be historic, if nothing else. The first of its kind to face meeting with leaders of the United States and North Korea for the past 1 year. Now, these two leaders have traded insults and even threatened to launch a nuclear war. So what led to this change of heart? Our next report explains.
They traded insults, they made verbal threats, they boasted about their nuclear weapons. And now they are set to meet. American President Donald Trump has decided to meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un for an unprecedented summit. The surprise announcement came after a South Korean delegation paid a visit to the White House. After a meeting with Kim Jong-un in Pyongyang, they delivered the North Korean leader's invitation for a face-to-face meeting.
I told President Trump that in our meeting, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un said he is committed to denuclearization. Kim pledged that North Korea will refrain from any further nuclear or missile tests. He understands that the routine joint military exercises between the Republic of Korea and the United States must continue. And he expressed his eagerness to meet President Trump as soon as possible. President Trump appreciated the briefing and said he would meet Kim Jong-un by May to achieve permanent denuclearization.
In a lot of ways, this diplomatic breakthrough is one of its kind. No sitting US president has ever met a North Korean leader. On the other side, Kim Jong-un, for the very first time, has expressed willingness to hold negotiations over North Korea's nuclear program. Japan has welcomed the talks, but Tokyo wants the global community to maintain its pressure on Pyongyang.
核ミサイルの完全検証可能かつ不可逆的な形での放棄に向けて、北朝鮮が具体的な行動を取るまで最大限の圧力をかけていく。この日米の確固たる立場は決して揺らぐことはありません。4月中にも訪米し、日米首脳会談を行いたいと思います。そのことでも合意をいたしました。
The Kim-Trump summit could overturn decades of hostility, but not all are convinced. Some fear the sudden change of heart could just be another ploy of Kim Jong-un. After all, talks have happened before and failed.
I think there's a lot of skepticism, though, because, as your correspondent said just a couple of months ago, we were talking about, airstrikes and nuclear war and things like that. And then all of a sudden, whoosh, within 2 months, we're talking about, sort of some kind of final deal on the peninsula. I would be amazed if it all goes that rapidly. A lot of people have been working on this issue for decades and decades. So, I think we all sort of need to sort of slow down a little bit and see what the North Koreans are really offering.
The thaw on the Korean peninsula has certainly diffused tensions for now. The war of words between Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un had raised fears of a devastating nuclear war. While the US president mostly used Twitter to unleash his wrath on Pyongyang, last year, President Trump at the United Nations threatened to totally destroy North Korea.
The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime.
Kim Jong-un threatened to launch a nuclear war on the United States, even as questions over North Korea's nuclear weapon arsenal remain. A number of bids to start a peace dialogue with North Korea have failed. The six-party talks, which was the last major effort by George Bush to bring permanent peace, collapsed in 2008. President Trump will be the fourth president to attempt denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. And this is the ultimate test for a man who calls himself the deal maker. Bureau Report, WION.